What's up, guys? It's Denise Salcedo, and guess what? I got a brand new phone! So originally I had this Samsung Galaxy S9 phone, and it is completely broken and shattered like in multiple places. So I now have a brand new phone, and it is the Samsung Ultra. Yes, I am an Android gal. So today I'm gonna give you guys an inside look into what is on my phone, what apps I used, why I use them, and how I have them organized. So first, the little wallpaper home screen thing is a street in Paris. I love to travel, and it's very calming for me to see like landscape type of photos. Then my wallpaper, my phone is password protected. My wallpaper is, of course, the very lovely Taylor Swift, which you all know I'm a big fan of hers. And now let's get into my actual apps and what I have on my home screen. So this is my home screen. This is what it looks like. This is sort of how I have this all organized. So Waze used to be my favorite app to, get around and whatnot. It was so easy because it saved all of my locations, and especially driving around in Los Angeles, things get pretty crazy, but I kind of don't use it anymore because I don't go anywhere anymore. I have no place to go. So since COVID, I don't really use Waze anymore. Right next to it, I have the Maps app because I find it easier when I'm looking for some place that I'm walking to. I find it very easy to use the Maps app. So this is sort of my navigation area at the top. Then I have my Yahoo Mail app, which I use a lot. I have 2 Yahoo emails. And then one of my favorite apps that I have right next to it is the Spotify app, and I love Spotify. So I seriously, this is not even an ad. I love Spotify. It's my favorite way to listen to music, and it's so easy to keep track of everything. I've been currently really obsessed with the Born to Die Lana Del Rey album, so I listen to that a lot. I did my Spotify Wrapped, which my most played song was August by Taylor Swift. So I really enjoy Spotify, and you can find me listening or using my Spotify app 24/7. Then my favorite way I don't actually send text messages via SMS. I actually only really use Messenger on Facebook, and don't worry, I have no secret messages or anything on here that's remotely interesting. But this is the number one way that I actually text with people that I know is via Messenger. Then my social media apps that I'm addicted to is definitely Twitter. So I love Twitter because it's so easy to get information, and I'm honestly always on Twitter. So Twitter is definitely there. I would say it's my most used app. Yeah, along with Spotify and my Gmail app. And then right next to it, I have my Instagram app. And my Instagram app, I've been using Instagram a little bit more. I kind of just really hate all the ads. I hardly ever get to see pictures of my friends. It's mainly just ads, but I still post on there mainly because I love fashion and I love to share what clothes I'm wearing. So that's really honestly the only reason why I still have Instagram. But Pixar is my favorite photo editing app for my cell phone. I love Pixar. So I paid for the subscription for it. I think it was $50 something for the year or something like that. And I love it because it's the best way to add filters or remove blemishes. We all get ugly pimples every now and then, and we don't want anyone to see them. So I use my Pixar app to make my photos really pretty or add little things here and there. I mentioned that I have tons of emails. So my other email app is my Gmail app, and I am on this 24/7. My Gmail app is never closed because I get a lot of emails for work, and so I got to make sure that I'm always on top of things. I'm a quick responder, so if you text me or email me or DM me or whatever, I will respond so fast. So that's definitely the only time I don't respond is if I'm sleeping. But my Gmail app is very important. I check it all the time, even when I'm not working. And now let's get into the fun stuff. So the fun stuff here is I'm addicted to TV. I love video, I love movies, I love TV shows in general. So I'm always watching something, okay? Right now, shout out, I'm watching Seinfeld for the first time in my life. I know I'm late to the party, but at least I'm now joining the party. But so the apps that I have on my homepage are the Netflix app, the Hulu app, the Prime Video app, and Sling TV. I'm always on Netflix, Hulu, Prime Video, Sling TV. I also cast a lot from my phone on my big screen TV in the living room. So I usually, like, this phone's really good for casting and really easy. So I cast a lot of this. And then, as you guys all know, obviously I have a YouTube channel. So I always have YouTube on here, and I mainly use YouTube on my desktop. But just if I want to quickly check the status of like one of my videos or something, or just like quickly share something, I obviously have to have YouTube on my phone. It's also really easy to just like, watch videos and whatnot. But I love YouTube, clearly. Okay, and then speaking of TV apps, the other app that I obviously have is the WWE Network. I have this on here because obviously they're always putting out like pay-per-views and documentaries and so much stuff that I have to keep up for work. And speaking of work, I have to know what's going on in the news, especially in the wrestling world, since that's my job. So at the bottom here, I basically went to like my go-to wrestling sites and just basically added them to my homepage. So you can find Fightful.com here. I just easily like open it up and I could like read like the latest news without having to really have to like type it into my search bar. And then I obviously have F4W online as well on here, and very easy to just scroll and read like the latest news. I also have a show on here, so it's very easy to like share the link to my show on Twitter or anything like that. So I have like the go-to stuff. Then at the bottom, I have my, what is that? Okay, to make calls, text messaging, Google Chrome, gallery, and camera. Then we swipe up, and this is sort of where I have the rest of my apps, maybe the ones that I use like every so often. And they're separated by category. I have the Google Box, which is just a bunch of Google apps. But again, I mainly use this on my desktop, so I don't really use these that much. Social media, I have the social section, which is Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Messenger Lite, Snapchat, TikTok, and Instagram. TikTok, I have a large TikTok account, but I don't use it anymore because TikTok burned me out, guys. It burned me out, and I think my focus is someplace else now. Snapchat, I don't really use Snapchat. I only use it to communicate with my siblings because they're always on Snapchat. So if I want to actually get a response from my sister or my brothers, I use Snapchat to contact them. But I don't actually post any Snapchats. Then I have my finances section, and this is essentially my Capital One account, Bank of America, PayPal, and Venmo, which are all things that I use to keep track of my finances. Especially as a freelance person, you gotta keep track of this stuff. Then I have the work tab, which is basically just a place where, I have Indeed job search, which I really do think Indeed is the best place to search for a job. So if you're looking for a job, use Indeed. This is not an app. It literally is a good place. It's a good resource. And then I have the TV music section, which is, again, my TV and movie apps, which include Netflix, Spotify, the WWE Network app, Hulu, my Google Home, my Dish TV, because I have Dish Latino for my grandparents, so it's just a bunch of Spanish channels for them. And Old Movies, which is such a good app. If you love old movies, I love old movies. The Old Movies app is really good. Amazon Prime Video, Disney Plus, so I canceled my Disney Plus account, but I ended up having to get it back because Taylor did the folklore sessions on there, so I had to get it back. Then I have Twitch and Sling TV. I use Twitch to watch, different shows every so often on there, so I do use Twitch. Then I have the transportation section, which I don't use that much anymore. This used to be my most used app, and now it's not. Waze was my most used app, and now it's not. Lyft, I mainly only use it when I travel. Then I am getting married next year, so I have my wedding section. My wedding section apps are Pinterest, The Knot, Apartments, and Zillow, because I'm gonna eventually need an apartment soon. And, Pinterest for like cute wedding ideas, and The Knot because it keeps a countdown of how many days till I get married. Actually, let's click on that now and find out how many days till I get married. 225 days till I get married. All right, moving on. Then I also have the games section, which I don't have very many games on my phone, but I have Subway Surf because I broke the 1 million mark on there, and I'm very proud of that. Scrabble Go. I love Scrabble, but I hate this app because they have way too many ads. Dream Blast. What is Dream Blast? Oh my god, Dream Blast. I was addicted to this game for a while. Sudoku, which I'm currently addicted to. I love Sudoku. Like, I'm always playing it. And then I have Duolingo. I was learning Italian for a while on Duolingo. I'm a little bit ashamed that I'm addicted to this app, but it is what it is. And it's Postmates. I hate Postmates. I have a love-hate relationship with Postmates. So here's my problem with Postmates. They charge way too much money, but at the same time, sometimes I'm so busy that I just need my food to come to me. But then I'm spending like $20 on one burrito, which is not worth it, but what can you do? I use codes every so often, but I don't always get codes. So Postmates, send me some more codes, please. So there you guys go. That is what my phone looks like, the apps that I use, and how I basically run and keep my life in order with my phone. If you're considering this phone, it's awesome. The camera is awesome. Like, everything looks so clear. Like, when you go on the apps, like, you can see everything. Like, everything looks picture perfect. Like, so much better than, like, any other, like, even better than my old phone. So it just looked really nice. Like, you can see everything. That makes sense. Alrighty, everyone, there you go. That is my video. I'm done for the day. Let me know what apps you use, what apps you think I should be downloading that might change my life. Add them in the comments section. And that's about it. If not, other than that, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter and Instagram @_Denise Salcedo, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.